the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This is Rashad Penny. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Taken down at the 40. Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to break it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's able to get back here to the 43-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made by
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 40-yard line.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice where you just pop it up.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because as they weren't ready to go on the last one, give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he finds Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of the flag? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now T.J. Yeldon, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game, able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because...
you got to intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. These two teams all tied after one.
It's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 14-14.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Left side, and it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Quickly completed to the right flat. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he's into the clear. The 30, 20, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
For Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. A good-looking return set up here.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 3rd down.
Jamal Adams.
Looking to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or two shy. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin with a run by Penny, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Wilson with the give to Rashad.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement long touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Teams take over 1st and 10. At their own 33-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Good. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 5.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He may try and run for this. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point out.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
And tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively and offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A fairly short kick from the 14. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he rifles one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And another one thrown incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. .46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Penny. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. from the shotgun. Wilson, he lets it fly from Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And taken at the 46. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
3-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Cook. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And the 10-year vet knocks it to the goalpost, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down.
On first down, Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the fumble, Anthony Barr. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
10 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
In the end zone.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Darrell Taylor able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And they got the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
48.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
28.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Seahawks.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Penny, a 1st down carry. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. He's at the 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll run it again with Penny, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go do it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Rashad Penny unable to get there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Vikings 45.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
At the 8-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this one is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Vikings.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 55 yards.
Minnesota Vikings. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another.